Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Melanie here with baby today, and I'm really excited to share with you a nice, short, energizing standing series of postures and breath work that will really get you energized, boost your mood, help to stabilize the body, strengthen, and bring a bit of balance. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's dive in. So first of all, the base of all standing poses is mountain pose. So we'll establish that first. Sometimes you'll find your feet turn out a little bit, and this doesn't provide very good support, especially if you have lower back issues or are carrying a baby. And so one of the tricks that I have is actually to place a block between the thighs to help engage the legs. So if you want, you can take your legs a little bit wider than hip width. This gives a really good solid base. So I'm taking my block this way between the thighs, and then I'm looking at the outsides of my feet and making sure that they're parallel to each other. Spread the toes wide, and as if you had a Pez dispenser and this block was your Pez, you want to inner spiral the thighs as if you were going to send the block back. Once you've done that, point your tailbone down and lengthen up through your spine. I felt it right away, like it's like transformer legs. You feel really strong in your legs, and the stronger you are in your legs, the more freedom there is in the abdomen, in the lungs, and of course in the spine and the shoulders. So once the legs feel strong and you feel a little squeeze in the bottom of your bum, thighs engaged, feet firmly planted, all four corners pressing down, then lengthen up through the crown of the head, shoulder blades on the back, palms facing forward, and let's just center here with a few easy breaths. Every exhale, the shoulders relax. Every inhale, you can feel a deeper connection of your feet in the ground. Once you're feeling solid and calm, then we'll go into our first breathing exercise, pranayama exercise. This one's called angel breath. On your inhale, take the arms overhead. Touch the fingertips together, and then with a sigh, release the arms by the sides. So inhale, arms come up overhead. See if you can time your breath with your movement. And then exhale with a sigh, release anything that's sitting on the shoulders that might be creating a little bit of stress. So you can think of the inhale as a gathering of fresh, vital energy, prana. And the exhale is letting go of anything that's sitting on your shoulders that doesn't belong there anymore. Let's do one more angel breath. Very good. So now coming into a few spinal rolls. I'm going to take my block out for this one because I want you to feel really comfortable to bend your knees as much as you need to here to protect the lower back. So I'm going to take a little bit of a wider stance to make room for baby. And let's start by bringing the chin in towards the chest and start to click, 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 one vertebra at a time, roll down. And just when you're getting to your mid-back, start to bend the knees generously. Bend the knees generously and continue to roll your way down. Relax the head. Push into the feet and start to roll up. So again, bend the knees quite generously. Push into your feet to rise all the way up. The bones of the body stacking one on top of the other. Good. Now we'll go over to the left side. So bring the chin towards the left side of the chest and slowly down again, bend the knees. Let the arms hang down and push into the feet on your inhale to rise all the way back up. Good. Other side, right side, chin down towards the chest. This really puts you in touch with how your spine is feeling today. Taking out a few of the little kinks. Always exhale on your way down, inhale on the way up, and we'll do one more down the middle. So chin in, roll the upper back, start to bend the knees, hinge from your hips. Really important to bend from the hips here. And then on an inhale, slowly rise back up. Good. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Very nice. So now we'll move into another type of breath, the sun breath. So you can keep your stance shoulder width apart or bring the legs in a little bit. Imagine you still have that block there, that you're dispensing your pes backwards and then pointing the tailbone down to keep the legs strong. Relax your toes, and here we go. Exhale. Inhale, the arms overhead, the palms touch. Exhale, dive forwards. Again, bend the knees any amount to fold forward from your hips. This time, let's inhale and bring the hands either to the shins or to the thighs for a flat back. So we're aiming to create a tabletop with our spine, and then exhale, fold forward and relax the head. Inhale, again, press into your feet, bend the knees generously as you come all the way up, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. Inhale, palms overhead. We'll do two more. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, hinge from your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. So really reach the crown of the head forward, shoulder blades on the back. Exhale, fold again, and relax your head. Inhale, scoop up, push into your feet. Squeeze the bum on the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Last one. Inhale, sun breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold and relax your head. Inhale, push into your feet like you're squatting on your way up. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hands to the heart. Very nice. Okay, so next, one more really fun breath here. This is called the breath of joy, and it's my ultimate favorite. Best way to open up the lungs, get rid of any stagnant energy, and to really feel energized for your day. So let's try it together. This comes with actions. You're filling your lungs in three parts. The first inhale, the arms come out front. The second inhale, arms come out to the sides. Third inhale, arms come all the way overhead, so it looks like this. Okay, so it's like 3 steps to your breath. You're not exhaling in between. Then when it comes to the exhale, we're going to use the ha sound. This is so good for getting rid of frustration. It's used in martial arts. Awesome, ha! Really get, the abs going. So there's 2 options for that. Once you've inhaled 3 times, you can either, like we've been doing, bend the knees generously and come all the way down on your ha. Or if the movement of folding forward quite intensely like that is too much for you today, then just bring the arms down instead. So I'll show both. Inhale, 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 ha! So that's your first option. Second option, inhale, 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 ha! I'm even gonna make a little more space for baby. All right, ready? Let's do it together. Inhale, 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 ha! Inhale, 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 ha! Let's do 3 more. Last one. And come all the way up. I think the baby really likes that one. I don't know about you, but smile is like almost a guarantee after that one. Let's keep the energy up now, turning to the front of the mat. Next, we're coming into a warrior pose, a dynamic one. So let's take the right leg back And again, depending on your balance, you might like to have the whole foot flat on the ground, or if the balance is there today, take a little bit of a wider stance, curl the toes under, and keep that back thigh strong. So we're going to add some arm movements in. Start by straightening the front legs, arm overhead. Inhale, and as you exhale, imagine you have some resistance bands that you're pulling down, shoulder blades on the back as you come into your lunge. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, squeeze as you come into your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, back muscles engage as you come into your lunge. Last one, inhale and exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back so you have a nice strong posture here. Good. Inhale, arms come up. And let's hop to the front of the mat. Exhale back to your mountain pose. Other side. Take the left leg back. Then you have the option of keeping the foot on the ground. If you do, square the hips towards the front. Otherwise, turn onto the ball of the back foot, back thigh strong. Start with the front leg straight, arms overhead, and exhale, pull down. Shoulder blades on the back. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze as if you had resistance bands in your hands that you're taking down. Good, inhale, back up. Exhale. And let's make this our last one into your deepest lunge of the day. Good, inhale, hop the foot to the front of the mat, and exhale, relax and mountain. Again, take a moment to feel all that fresh flow of blood and energy. So good for the cardiovascular system. So turning to the side again, let's come into a bit of a wider stance here, and I'll encourage you to take a block or two in front of you. So legs come out. We're coming towards triangle pose now. Let's turn the left foot towards the short edge of your mat, and the outside of the other foot parallel to the back of the mat. The spine grows tall out of the hips, tailbone pointing down, and let's tilt over, so you're really trying to increase the crease of your hip here, sending the right hip back any amount, doing your best to keep a straight spine. You can take your hand down to your thigh or to your shin, and either keep the hand on the hip. If there's stuff going on in your shoulder, you might feel more comfortable, or extend the arm up. Sometimes the tendency is to take the arm back. Think of coming into a twist. Open up the chest. The arm follows. The arm is plugged into the shoulder socket. Good. Take a deep breath here. And inhale slowly back up. We're going to add on to that, so bring the hands to the hips and bend into the front knee. Notice if you're gripping with your toes, relax your toes and take a little bit of a wider stance here. Good. You might notice that the knee floats in. If it does, just take your back foot a little further forward so that there's less of a hip opener and the knee can more easily bend straight over the ankle. So once you're in your warrior two stance, again, we'll make this one dynamic. Let's inhale the arms overhead and exhale into your warrior. Really focus over that middle fingertip. Good. Inhale up. Exhale a little deeper into your lunge, focusing forward. Inhale back up. Exhale a little deeper, and we're going to add on now. Turn your palm to the side. And as if you were strumming a giant guitar, let's bring the arm around. And now pulling your bow and arrow, reach the back arm back. Good. Again, inhale, big circle all the way around with your right arm. Once the hands come parallel, pull on your bow and arrow. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Good, take the hands back to the hips, turn the foot in, and let's bring the feet together. Shake it up. Other side now. So let's take the right foot towards the short edge of the mat, left foot in, parallel to the ground. Remember, a little bit of a shorter stance to start for triangle pose. And again, we're increasing that crease in the front hip and sending the left hip back. Good. Hand to the thigh or to the shin. Do your best to keep a nice tall spine and rotate from the ribs. Inhale the left arm up. Take a deep breath. And inhale back up again. Exhale into that front knee, knee over the ankle. Maybe widening the stance a little bit. And again, dynamic. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms overhead. Exhale, target over that middle fingertip. Inhale up. Exhale over the middle finger. One more. Exhale. Good. Now we're staying in our lunge. Turn the palm to the side. Like you're strumming that giant guitar. Take that left arm all the way up and around. Palms together and then pull back on your exhale. One more. Awesome. Take it back. Turn the foot in, feet together. All right, coming to the end of our standing series now. Let's take the legs wide again. Good. Outsides of the feet parallel, relax your toes. Now let's turn your heels in and come into a squat again. So take the hands to the hips, knees out to the sides, point the tailbone down, shoulder blades on the back, and inhale the arms up, bend the elbows into goddess pose. I'm going to show you a variation on goddess pose that I absolutely love. Taking the hands back down to the hips, let's make some circles with the hips. This is called belly dancing goddess. Other direction. Really great hip opener. Awesome. Back to center, straighten the legs, and now turn your toes in again. We have our blocks here. We're going to use them. Inhale, shoulder blades on the back, lift the chest up, lift the heart up, and exhale, fold forward. Take the hands onto your blocks. Inhale, lengthen up to a flat back, and exhale, fold forward. So you might find that this is plenty, especially if baby or just eating a lunch, you're feeling a bit nauseous. You might like to just stay in parallel. Otherwise, if it feels okay, you can put the blocks to the sides, bend into the knees a little bit, send the hips up, and the hands back, relax the neck into your wide leg forward bend. Relax your toes. Take some of the weight towards the front of the feet, hips stacking over the ankles, and relax. Inhale, come up halfway, hands underneath your shoulders, bend the knees a little bit, take the hands to the hips, and press into your feet to come all the way back up. Awesome. Step the feet together. And so we'll just cool off a little bit here. One of my favorites, this is 5-year-old in line at the grocery store pose. I just made that up, but you'll see what I mean. Like when you just like your arms sway to the sides. So we're loosening up after all those structured warriors, just letting the body come into a bit of free flow movement. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. So if you are carrying baby, you don't want to make the twists too intense. You can also rotate on the balls of the feet to make a little more space in the abdomen. So good. Good, and back to center. Another little movement here, coming into the hips. really nice circles. Inhale forward, exhale back. And we're just cooling down here. Other direction. Still got my legs quite wide. You can bring them closer together if it feels stable and comfortable for you. And back to center again. And then one of my favorite things to do just towards the end of a practice is, just in case the practice itself created any sort of stress or rigidity as we're really focusing and trying to hold poses, we want to remember to smile through the practice, to breathe. That's really the most important. So sometimes I'll just end the practice by shaking a little bit. This is so good for the lymphatic system, clearing out the body of unwanted toxins. So good if you have a little bit of dynamic music here. And if you're alone at home and you want to come and just do a little bit of dancing, go ahead, great way to end the practice. And one last move that I'll show you is arm swings, where you're just swinging the arms. Inhale up, exhale down. We did a little bit of that motion with our breath of joy. So anything to get the blood and the circulation moving, to release stagnation from the body, will help to boost your mood, get your energy flowing. And we'll just end off again with our mountain pose the way we started. If you do want to take your block one more time in between the thighs and establish those strong legs, you might find that your posture feels different, that you somehow feel more confident and proud after those postures. We'll close the eyes and once again take the hands over the heart, feel your heartbeat inside your chest. And no matter what kind of day it is, no matter what kind of time in your life it has been, just again, find the little moments, even from this morning. Could be that first sip of coffee, or the sun coming in through the window, or a cuddle from a cat or a dog, anything that you're grateful for, moment to moment. Bring that into your heart and let it spread through the body with joy. Either end your practice here, taking a few more relaxed breaths in mountain pose, or I also encourage you to make your way down onto your mat and take a few minutes of relaxation. So important for integration of the practice. So I hope you like this little energizing standing sequence. It's a great one to do first thing in the morning, or anytime you just need a little mood or energy boost and to create a bit of strength and stability in the body. So if you did like it, please remember to subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with your friends. And until the next video, I wish you a wonderful week.